Good morning, everyone, and TGI Friday. It is Julie here with your TipRanks pre-market morning update, where we're bringing you everything you need to know before the market opens. So let's get into it. Alright guys, welcome back. Thank you all so much for being here. We have made it to the end of the week. A nice quick update for your Friday morning. We'll be taking a look at some exciting stock market news, notable earnings reports, and the morning's biggest gainers and losers. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and that you're subscribed to the channel as well. Now let's dive right into this morning's exciting stock market news. We are ending the week with U.S. stock futures in the green. Currently, Dow futures are up 0.25%, S&P 500 futures up 0.26%, and NASDAQ futures also up 0.25%. PetroChina and Sinopec said that they will be voluntarily delisting from U.S. stock exchange. The two companies are some of China's biggest state-owned companies. The news of the voluntary delisting comes as the US and China have been battling for years over auditing Chinese companies and allowing American inspectors access to their books. There has been a deadline set in a couple of years that if these auditing requirements are not met, these companies will be delisted from the US by the SEC. And in interesting acquisition news, Chicken Soup for the Soul Entertainment has completed their acquisition of Redbox. Investors of Redbox received $1.28 for each share of the company they held. Redbox had just gone public via a SPAC last year. Chicken Soup, who does own some streaming video services, said that they now expect annual revenue to more than triple to about $500 million. They do currently own more than 145 free ad-supported TV channels and a transactional video-on-demand business. Analysts rate the Chicken Soup stock a strong buy with an average upside of nearly 73%. Now moving over to notable earnings reports. The pre-market is quite quiet for earnings this morning. We're expecting to hear from Star Equity Holdings and The Honest Company. Last night, we heard from EV company Rivian Automotive. They did post a wider than expected loss for the quarter, but maintained their future guidance. The company reported $364 million in sales, which was ahead of the estimates of $336, and an adjusted per-share loss of $1.62, 1 cent wider than analyst expectations. Looking forward, they still plan to deliver about 25,000 vehicles for the full year, leaving them over 19,000 vehicles to still be shipped in this last half of the year. Analysts currently rate the Rivian Automotive stock a moderate buy with an average upside of nearly 20%. We also heard from restaurant POS company TOST. Their stock is up over 13% after they raised their future guidance. The company also had a better than expected loss per share of 11 cents when analysts were expecting a loss of 24 cents per share. That was on revenue of $675 million. For the fiscal year, they're now expecting revenue of $2.62 to $2.66 billion, up from the previous guidance of $2.5 to $2.55 billion. Analysts currently rate the TOST stock a strong buy with an average upside of 27%. And we also heard from RocketLab, who came out with guidance for the next quarter that was ahead of analyst expectations. For their third quarter, they're now expecting revenue of $60 to $63 million. This is ahead of the analyst estimates of $54 million. The company reported a loss of 8 cents per share compared to the estimated loss of 6 cents per share on revenue of $55.5 million compared to the estimated $49.2 million. Analysts currently rate the RocketLab stock a strong buy with an average upside of 108%, but we haven't seen any price targets reiterated since their earnings. Now let's take a look at which stocks are this morning's biggest gainers and losers. Our biggest gainers this morning are led by the WeTrade Group after they announced a $50 million sale of their monkeypox virus test kits. Under the ticker WETG, the stock is up over 51%. They're followed by TOST Incorporated under TOST, up about 13%, and Fate Therapeutics under FATE, up 6.7%. Our biggest losers this morning are led by Olo after they missed expectations in their latest earnings and lowered future guidance. Trading under the ticker OLO, the stock is down nearly 32%. They're followed by Petróleo Brasileiro under PBR, down over 16%, and Illumina under ILMN, down about 15%. So that is going to be everything for Friday's pre-market morning update, getting you up to speed with what you need to know before that opening bell. If you made it to the end of today's video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and say good morning in the comments down below. I always appreciate hearing from you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you back here on Monday.